Hi, Shaughnessy North, President and CEO of Excel Realty and Mortgage. Hey guys, goodbye with 2022 and let's go with 2023. Let's go! All right, market update. So what has been going on in our crazy market? Well, it has been slow. It has been slow all throughout 2022, as we all know, on both the real estate side and the lending side. But 22 is gone, guys. 23 is here. So we've already seen in the last month things start to change. I've been talking about this for a while and it is coming true. So in the last month, let's say a person could get a 7.375 interest rate as of like the end of November. Well, in the last month, it has already come down by a point. So you could get a 6.375 interest rate. It is a huge deal, guys. It is gonna continue to change. The experts in the industry really believe that, throughout January, February, into March, things are going to continue to change in the positive direction. As interest rates come down, the market's gonna heat up. This is the time to get your ducks in a row and be ready for an increase in business. So what have you been doing to be able to get that business? Let's go through some things. Goal setting. Okay, so I sent out a video. It was through MES Highway. It was a webinar that I was on. Cindy Ertman was the person that was doing the goal setting plan. And she's a mortgage coach, that type of thing. But this is both for the real estate side and the lending side, the same thing. So, what is it? Well, it's a plan that you should have. Remember, this is your livelihood that we're talking about. This is how you feed your family. This is how you pay your bills. This is how you have money to do all kinds of fun things in life. So, it should be something that you're excited about doing and that you kind of feel like, okay, this is a new page, 23, and let's figure out how am I gonna do the same amount of business I did last year, more business that you did last year, a ton more business, whatever it is you wanna do, it's up to you. So basically what it is coming up with a plan. A lot of people start out with like, okay, how much do I wanna make next year? Which is a good way to start. And then you go, okay, well, how am I gonna make that money? Okay, how many leads do I need? How many transactions do I need to close? How am I gonna get all that information to be able to close that many transactions? So it's not that hard once you start breaking it down, but you gotta first break it down. So here's what we're gonna do. I am gonna send out this information. I want you to come up with your own plan, okay? And with that, we are gonna set up some Zoom meetings with small groups, maybe 5 people or so. And then get on it and say, okay, what are you doing? Okay, what's the plan? How are you gonna do that? Maybe other people on that group can also come up with some help and some solutions to some of the marketing things that you're thinking about doing. But the main thing to do is to get pen to paper and at least get a plan together. It's not something that you put a plan together and then all of a sudden you just forget about it if it didn't work out. You gotta revise this plan. It's a living, breathing kind of document that you gotta keep working on. As something starts not working, then you go, okay, maybe I need to go to this plan or I need to modify it a little bit and go to these type of leads or whatever it is that you're doing. And we're gonna get into that in just a second. So look for that coming out very soon. Okay, what are you doing to help your business in 23? Okay? Are you sending out videos like I'm doing right now? Are you sending out social media posts on a regular basis? Are you advertising on social media? Are you sending out emails through a drip campaign through your CRM system? Are you sending out print advertising to people? Most importantly, are you calling your database? Okay? Clients, current clients, past clients, anybody that you've had contact with, call them. It is the single most important thing that you can do as far as getting more business. The market has changed a lot. In 22, it was a crazy, terrible market, to be honest. But in 23, it's looking brighter, right? So now is the time to sit there and contact the people, okay? Find out what they're doing. Let them know what's going on in the market. You're going to figure out all kinds of information when you're talking to them. So, beyond that, do something, okay? I did a series for more on the mortgage side, but you can do this on the real estate side as well, for the milestones of a mortgage loan. And the reason I did it is, there's a couple different reasons. One is I wanted to make sure that we had something in place for when a client is in different stages of a loan. We can send out that specific video and say, hey, you have an appraisal coming up, send that video. Well, it makes it easy, okay? We're gonna talk about that, the appraisal part of it. They can see that, they can kind of know what's gonna happen during that process. So I did one on applying for a mortgage loan, pre-approval versus pre-qualification, and what's the difference there. Initial disclosures, what are you gonna be looking at? Basically underwriting, clear to close, appraisal, documents, when you're going to sign documents, funding, and when you close, like what happens after you close, those kind of things. Well, you can do it on the real estate side. You could easily do one on, still you'd want to do a pre-qualification one because you want your clients pre-qualified before you're out showing property, obviously. And then everything from showing property, how does that all work? And the search for the property and stuff. Then you could do one on the contract. What's the basics of the contract? And then contingency periods. And then you could do one specifically on, appraisal. You could do one on inspections and, how does that work? What type of inspections do you normally do? You could do one on the closing process. And then it's one of these things that you become the expert by you being the one to say it on video and being able to send that out to your clients. You can not only, if you put it on YouTube and all that, which is where I put ours, we randomly get views on it that we have not sent out to people. So either people are sharing it with other people or people are just searching for things and it's coming up. You can get more clients this way. But become the expert, show your personality in these videos, and it will help you do more and more business. Here's the deal. I know most people don't like the way that they look or the way that they sound on video. And I'll tell you, it's one of these things you just gotta get over, because I started doing videos a long time ago and they were probably terrible in the very beginning. They've gotten better. I still fumble over my words sometimes. That's personality. That is part of the process. It is one of these things that the more reps you put in of doing videos like this, the better and better you get at it. You don't need fancy equipment, guys. You could get your iPhone, you could turn it around, and you could just start talking. It's as simple as that. I'd probably put together a little plan of what you're gonna talk about, but it's not as hard as you think. So get on doing whatever marketing you feel is best for you. But I will say, video marketing is the way of the future in a way that, kind of makes you become that expert. So go get it. Okay, lastly, we are going to be setting up on both the real estate side and the lending side a group that's on Zoom to find out what the top performers are doing on both the real estate side and the lending side. And then we're going to bring that information back to everybody else. So on the lending side, I'm going to be the one running that. Luis is going to be running it on the real estate side of things. On the lending side of things, we're going to call it the EMS MLOG, which would be Mastermind Mortgage Loan Officer Group. We're probably not going to call it that because that's a terrible name. But we're going to get together with the top 10 loan officers from 22. And we are going to say, what have you been doing? Find out information. How did they become top producers? And then we're going to give that information back out to all of you. It's going to help all of them kind of learn from each other. And then eventually we're going to open the group up to a little bit more and more top producing people. So you can get there. I have complete faith in you. Real estate side will be the same thing. So look for that coming in the very near future. So this has been In the Know for January 2023, guys. Bye-bye.